Hello there, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is my review of the manicures I did in March 2024. The first manicure was for a Glam Nails challenge prompt that was just lines. Just lines. So that was fun to interpret this however I wanted. I saw Kelly Mersa do this kind of like stained glass or shattered glass manicure using some striping tape, which is my least favorite nail art tool because it's so finicky and it's hard to cut it sometimes. But anyway, just laid down a bunch of pieces of striping tape, and then I used the Holo Taco Rewind collection to make this really cute kind of neon stained glass look, and they came out really nice. Even though the striping tape was annoying, it was worth it. This manicure is really cute. The next Glam Nails challenge prompt was dots. I really enjoyed the open interpretation of this month's challenges, and so I just did this speckled egg look. I guess I was excited for Easter coming up, and I love my pastel Skittles for spring, so I just did that. Really cute though. I actually used a stamp and not a topper for this, which is why they're very evenly spaced and kind of repetitive. I think a topper would have gotten the same effect and been fun too. Next, it was time for Weird Mani Squad, my favorite mani of the month, and this month's theme was weird fashion, and so there's lots of different choices for that. My personal favorite weird fashion that I've seen on the runway is these like topsy-turvy dresses where the dresses just, they're not right. They're just sitting on the models in these crazy ways. Like, how does she even see where she's going? It's amazing. But yeah, I tried to recreate this on the nail, and I went through a couple of different interpretations. So I was thinking I could use some fake nails and like glue them on at different angles. And actually someone else in the collab did do that for this look, but I had a kind of silly thought. I was like, well, then I couldn't put it in my Peely journal. So instead I painted little dresses and turn them into decals with the intention of them hanging off my nail. I didn't think about it enough. I should have done something to stiffen them up a little bit more, because they ended up just kind of like melting onto my finger and kind of conforming to my fingers instead of poking out the way I wanted. Overall, the execution on this isn't great, but the idea was fun, and doing it on stream with friends is always fun. I don't like this manicure that's up next. This was for Glam Nails Challenge. The theme was just pastels. I could have done anything with pastels, and I did this weird patch manicure. I do like the Cirque speckled polishes that I use. Those are some of my favorite pastel colored polishes, and I just picked the wrong base color. I was trying to find like a kind of a peachy neutral so that the pastels would hopefully stand out a little bit more, and it just came out way too peach and kind of, it looks gross. I don't like these. I do like the shapes that I got. This is all freehand, which for me is a big deal. I don't do a lot of freehand. I really like the shapes I managed to get. I just picked the wrong background color for this, and I didn't have time to redo it, unfortunately. So this one lives on in infamy. The next Glam Nails challenge prompt was butterflies, which was a great way to cleanse my palette and use my favorite polish of all time, Flight of the Monarchs, for a very simple, beautiful butterfly manicure using Flight of the Monarch. Next theme was St. Patrick's Day, so I did St. Patrick's Day nails. They're very cute, they're very simple, and that's all I wanted from them. The white shimmer I used in the background is Orly's Sea Spray, and I think that was a much better choice than a plain white because it kind of softened the whole look and kept it springtime and fun without being too loud. Next Glam Nails challenge prompt was Blooming Flowers, and I have this really gorgeous stamp of some kind of flower. I kind of thought they were tulips, but looking at them now, I don't really know what kind of flower they are, but they're really pretty. So I just did a nice soft blue manicure with a little accent of green leaves on the ring finger, and then matte top coat just makes it soft and springy and perfect. I'm very happy with simple manicures like this. Next, we start getting into Easter manis. So the first one was Easter bunnies. So I did this really busy bunny stamp as a Skittle. Again, really simple, really cute. This one I did use a bright white cream background, and I think that was the right choice to really help the images on these busy stamps stand out. I think if I were to use this stamp again, I would color in a bunny every now and then just to give it a little bit more visual interest and break up the monotony of this stamp. Next, it was time to celebrate 1 year of the Random Hollow Tuesday collab, in which a random Hollow Taco polish is picked each month to feature on the last Tuesday of the month. And the polish for this month was Poop Party of One Purple, which I adore that polish, mostly for the name and the fact that it came out with the Gala collection, the super fancy collection. Anyway, I did a fluid art of all the polishes that had been featured thus far for this collab, and then of course Party of One Purple on the other two nails with some celebratory text. I absolutely love this collab. It's a big collab. The chat is always active and it blows up my inbox, but I don't mind. Next was the prompt Easter Chicks for Glam Nails Challenge, and I had bought more Easter stamping plates after running out of them last year. And this one features this like cracked egg stamp with a little chick poking out. It's so adorable. And I used Island Peas Sugar High as the background, so there's actually some really colorful speckles sprinkled throughout, but not too much to where that doesn't take away from the stamping. Next was the monthly manicures collab hosted by my friend Allie here on YouTube and over on Instagram, and the theme was garden party. So I went with this fun pond mani using a Cirque jelly polish that has a nice shimmer in it and featured a little sunflower stamp just to keep it simple and springy and fun. Spring can get really busy for teachers, especially teachers trying to graduate with their master's degree, so I kind of phoned it in for this one, but I wanted to participate because this was such a fun double collab. This was a secret collab to celebrate 1 year of Random Hollow Tuesday collab, so it's a collab, and one of the options was to make a remix or a mix of all the polishes that had been featured in the Random Hollow Tuesday collab so far, and so that's what I chose to do. And I got this beautiful bluish gray color. It's almost like slate colored, and every now and then you'll see a colored glitter pop up, and it's actually really special looking. I really like it a lot. Up next is another Glam Nails challenge prompt for Easter. This one was themed around Easter eggs, which these are Easter eggs on the stamp. I promise. I should have colored them in individually so you can actually see that they are eggs, but I was in the mood for a gradient. So I made a decal using a fan brush to make like a wave pattern or a wave gradient with the new Hollow Taco pastels. And then I just stamped the Easter eggs on top, and they kind of look like if you squint, you can see the Easter eggs, but the colors are pretty, so it's fine. Lastly, I actually forgot to post this on time for March, but it was made for March, so I'm including it with these other manicures, and that was the Cindy hand collab. So this is my right hand that I recreated one of my old manicures on, but all in green tones, as was the prompt. So I did my Daisy manicure, which looks like this, and it's one of my favorite spring manis that I've ever done, so I thought it would be nice to put on my Cindy hand and make it all green, and it actually looks pretty good. Despite being monochromatic and on my short nails on my dominant hand, the Cindy hand collab is always a fun challenge. So those were my manicures that I did in March of 2024. Let me know in the comments which one is your favorite, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye!